And if he does do that, he is going to be moving on with NaS's first victory overall in their group. Going to be very, very important for them. Of course, there is still 3 games for iRk to bring this back. I'm not too sure if they're going to be able to do it, but still, really, really cool for them. And their arena of battle is going to be on the one, the only. Okay, wait. I didn't change the map. Let's actually just show off my really badly made overlay creator. Here we go. Let's go back to the map stats page. There we go. It's going to be on Grand Line SE. It's going to be a ZVZ, so map stats don't really matter. It does have a ramp going up to the main, so it does make it a little bit easier to defend against the sort of crazy Ling bus you can have. A very nice place you can build a sunken at the natural to try and help defend your ramp as well. And should be a pretty standard game overall, I guess, in CVZ. Probably going to be looking at a quicker game here. WhistleR has shown he's been pretty good so far in the STPL. Not really seen too much of Zlifer so far, so should be cool to see how they're both doing in the CVZ matchup. And let's waste no more time. Let's get into the game and let's get started. Can WhistleR bring it back? Let's find out. And speaking of the man in question, we are going to start with him in the top left corner. It is going to be playing for iRk, WhistleR as the Teal Zerg. And his opponent spawning down in the bottom right is going to be Zlifer fighting for NaS. Gonna see if he can come away with the 3-0 victory against his opponent. Now, not sure how well this is going to go for him. Just going to generate the top overlay again. Looks like it didn't fully update. There we go. It seems to have updated now, so that's all good. And a ZVZ should be quite exciting here. We haven't had a ZVZ so far today. It'll be nice to have a pretty quick and entertaining game, hopefully. Usually ZVZs do turn out that way, so... Looks like there's a little bit of a disadvantage for Zlifer. He is going to get, as Cadency puts it, overlorded. The overlord is going in the wrong direction. It's going to take him a little bit longer to actually scout out what his opponent is doing. And every second counts in a mirror matchup. Of course, it's not the matter between life and death. There's a lot of ways this can go. Of course, with the overlord scouting though, a lot of stuff can go on. There could be a lot of differences between the builds early game. I can't imagine we'll see both of them going for 12 hatch. But you never know. Both of them could be, feel quite confident. Looks like Zlifer is going to go for this 12 hatch here. This could be quite dangerous. Looks like we do have a 12 pool coming up by his opponent. That is going to be a little bit of an advantage for WhistleR in terms of the aggression. He's going to be able to get his gas as well. When are we going to see the pool coming up for Zlifer? Is he going to go for 12 pool or is he going to go for 11 pool? Looks like it is going to be an 11 pool here, so he's not too far behind, but his speed will be a lot slower. And as you can see, because he did build that 12 hatchery, his drone count is actually slightly lower than our iRk player here, so kind of important. Looks like the Overlord will scout each other. So the second Overlord does get the important scout. Of course, they weren't on cross positions or anything, so that was bound to happen. But the Overlord for WhistleR is obviously going to get in the base a lot quicker and get a lot of scouting information. Very, very important for him to do that. Now, I don't know if he actually saw... Did he see the hatchery? He must have done, right? There's no way he'd skip the hatchery. That seems like a crazy play. But here we go. Looks like the spawning pool will be finishing up for both players now. Looks like we do have speed immediately coming up for WhistleR, as he will be looking to be a little bit more aggressive. Of course, his hatchery very, very far behind WhistleR's there. Behind Zlifer's even. We will have a few links moving out on the map. The Overlord is going to be able to spot these, so he will know that this is coming. Very, very important that he does see that there is a little bit of aggression coming out. There's no defense here at the natural at the moment. Of course, another Overlord will pass by each other here. We do have a lot of Lings actually sort of hiding back in the base. By the time they get to leave, the Overlord's actually going to be able to see them. But this is going to be a pretty important moment in the game. Can these Lings get into the main? Looks like there's a very, very complicated dance going on at the moment. Looks like WhistleR did decide to try and go for a little bit of a greedy kill. Doesn't quite get the drone. The drone does lose a lot of health though, so he could go back in now. Looks like he's attacking the wrong drone though. A little bit unfortunate, but speed is done for WhistleR. It is not quite done yet for Zlifer, and this could be the trigger to actually go and attack. Looks like he wasn't really sure what was going to happen. So he's left all of his lings back in defense. He's done a little bit of damage. He did some mining time damage, and of course he does have... I believe he'll have the drone advantage at this point. Let's just double check. So it's going to be 10 drones in the main, 2 drones in the natural, 1 drone in the natural, and yeah, so 12 drones against 11, I believe I counted. Of course, he is going to scout that there is a superior ling count, so he's going to have to be very, very careful. This could be a very, very tense and close battle. He's going to have to pull back. Is he going to make a sunken? It's not going to finish in time anyway. A little bit late for that, but he will be able to push in here with his lings. Looks like Zlifer wants to end this quickly, but he is going to pull back, wait for more of his lings to come in here, and that's a very, very important decision for him to make. It does, of course, give WhistleR the chance to reinforce from his hatcheries, and a really nice concave being set up already for WhistleR. Gonna push away Zlifer, but of course every 2 lings could have been a drone. Very, very risky to go full drones, but here we go. It looks like WhistleR actually has the ling advantage now. He's getting on top of the lings. They're both actually on move command to try and catch up with each other. But here we go. This could be a counterattack and a half as he pushes into the natural expansion. Looks like the position of the concave has been reversed. We are going to see WhistleR going for the aggression here. Is he going to be able to break through? No, he's not. So both of them going to have a little bit of a Mexican standoff here. Not really sure exactly what to do. Neither of them can really push in. The position advantage will go to the defender. It is kind of crazy that you do have position advantage with melee units. Looks like he's going to try and lure some of the units away, but does a really, really good job, does Zlifer as he pulls back. But here we go. We're going to see the counterattack activated. A lot of deadlings coming in from both players, but it looks like Zlifer just has a little bit too much. The Spire, of course, just finishing up for Zlifer. Should be finished up as well for WhistleR, but here we go. There's a lot of lings on the way, and these Scourge going to be looking for Zlifer's Mutalisk, but not going to be able to get it. But here we go. How is WhistleR going to defend against this? He only has a few Mutalisks and a few Zerglings himself, but this is going to be a lot of damage that Zlifer can actually do. Looks like he's miscontrolling just a little bit. Does look like he was a little bit distracted with the. Looks like two of the Scourge actually connected, but he was going for a little bit of Mutalisk micro there, which is why the lings didn't do as much as they could have done. And WhistleR actually using this as an advantage to actually push out. Of course, it is only 2 Mutalisks against 4, but these are 2 heavily damaged ones, and the glaives will kill them very, very quickly. But it looks like Zlifer just has about enough to push through, but these are heavily, heavily damaged Mutalisks. But this is 3 high health Mutalisks against 1. A second one comes in, 2 Scourge pop out. Can they get hits? Yes, they do. Trading very, very, very evenly here. But WhistleR, of course, losing a couple of drones early on. He did have the drone advantage before. And there's a lot of WhistleR's Overlords still out in the middle, so this could be quite dangerous. But it looks like WhistleR gonna try and go in against Zlifer here. It's not going to be enough though, and once again we see 2 Scourge and 2 Mutalisks against 3. These are such scrappy engagements. Really, really nicely done. This is a Mutalisk versus a Mutalisk. I don't know how this goes, but we do have some lings moving in onto the drones. Looks like the game of Mutachicken has been lost by WhistleR as he will pull back. But this ling going to town on some drones here. Does actually get one of them at least. Looks like he's getting another drone as well. This is such a huge amount of damage. But here we go. Looks like 2 Scourge coming back in again. Does get another one on the Mutalisk, but oh, this is so good. But unfortunately, neither of them can really engage. It's going to be a case of who shoots who first, I believe. And finally, we see some Scourge coming in for Zlifer. Getting one of the... Oh, a nice set of Scourge. So he doesn't go for the Muta. He flies past. A little bit of miss micro could cost him here. But he is going to be able to get the other one, I believe. It looks like he's chasing it down. Interestingly, not wasting both Scourge on the one Mutalisk. Gonna try and kill it. He actually gets it. So really, really nicely done. WhistleR accidentally moving a drone over here. Is he going to sunken? Oh my god, he's gonna sunken. This is absolutely insane. There's no units on the ground to actually deal with this. Only muteless do remain, but there's Scourge. There's only one muter for Zlifer. This is so good for WhistleR, and my god. I don't know what the heck that says, but GG. Zlifer, get